welcome to Yoga with Liza, day 77. And I'm waiting. The invites have popped up, and we'll send out invitations to people. Today is Sunday, May 23rd, 2020. And just an idea, it has been 77 days since the gyms were closed and we've been asked to shelter in place in southeastern Pennsylvania. And I am continuing on. Tonight we will be I'm sharing about juniper berries. Juniper berries are what we make gin out of, for starters, for one thing. Um, yes, we need to restore everybody, Cindy. Donald, good to see you. Nancy, Ethel, good to see you. So, juniper berries, as I was saying, are the bottom prime source of gin, and it also is one that is good for diabetes. Juniper berry essential oils, not so much the gin, because remember, alcohol has sugars in it. They're alcohol sugars or sugar alcohols. Well, they can still raise your blood pressure and they can raise your blood alcohol level. So, just being mindful that if you're using an essence in the form of alcohol, that it becomes an adult responsibility. The wisdom of the earth perspective on juniper berry. It helps and facilitates as a blood purifier, anti-toxic, antifungal, nerve repair. Juniper is awesome for people with nerve issues, Parkinson's, MS, and so forth. Refresher Nervine is a colon cleanser, helps with sore throats, headaches, a queen of the central nervous system, aids in blood sugar harmony, also helps with Lyme's disease. And let's see, prostate concerns, helps metabolism, helps eliminate uric acid, anti-gout, helps with dental pain, emotional and spiritual diseases. Is a higher elevation, ups the vibrational energy of the body. So there's juniper berry from France. The juniper berry from Nepal has a higher vibration. And it's the berry that we use. You can also get dried juniper berries, and some people add those into soups and stews and into elderberry syrups. That's not the book that I wanted. I have this one marked. So Valerie Ann Werwood, and she makes every essence beautiful on the angelic realm. This is her book, Aromatherapy of the Soul. And Juniper's message is to complete the task and learn the lessons. Meanwhile, it clears obstructions on our pathway to the divine spirit, while facilitating the transmission of our thoughts and prayers. It offers itself as a protective shield, disallowing impure thoughts to pervade our meditations and conversations with the universe. A cleansing and purifying action takes place when juniper's fragrance is inhaled and the subtle changes are made, physically, mentally, and spiritually, as the unencumbered spirit can speak to the heart and mind. It's a diuretic, it's an mnemonic, depurative, antiseptic. It has a fresh, woody scent. Breathing into it. And so juniper is one that I love. It is very healing and holistic. So tonight we're going to be doing gentle restore in about 10 minutes. Need to have a couple blankets, some pillows, bolsters, blankets, your mat. If you have yoga blocks, maybe bring your yoga blocks. And for each pose, I will show you a gentle way of being in and out of the pose. And I call this gentle restore because we only hold the poses for 3 to 5 minutes. A true restorative class, the poses would be held anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes. So the focus is a little more moving. So coming into the kids section of tonight's exchange, I'm going to say, hi, Henry. You got your head? Grandma's throwing you kisses. Wyatt, Ricky, Angelo, the I love you mudra, Jace, Cora, Ava, Maya, Braylon, Harper, Anna, Olivia, Scarlett, L'Oreal, Jason, James, Jensen, Emrys, Manny, Zenaida, Kyra. I am going to add in Cage, Tommy, Ricky, Michael, Weston, Carson, Owen, Skylar, KK, Dylan, Nina, and Lucas. And so all of those people are my grandchildren, their cousins, their friends, or friends, grandchildren, and children. And just sending a special prayer out to all of them today with all of the different excitement. So here in southeastern Pennsylvania, where we are, we're located between Trenton and Philadelphia. And so we'll be sending out some prayers to the surrounding areas after we do our kids' piece. Bringing our hands to heart center. And as you breathe in through your nose, kids and adults, you can join in with this stretching part of the practice, feeling our chest rise. And maybe as our hands are across our chest or our heart space, maybe you're feeling your heartbeat. And feeling that heartbeat, guess what? That means we're alive. That makes it a good day in my book. My heart's still beating. And as you breathe in, feel your chest rise. As you exhale out, maybe it lowers. And one more time, inhale and exhale. And one more time, inhale and exhale. Bringing our hands up tall and feeling our sunshine. Gentle sunshine. And then from our sunshine, bringing our heels in, coming down, feeling our cloud and breathing into it. And then from cloud, inhale out and feel our star pose. Soon the stars will be coming out. Step back to one side of the mat. Bring our hands up and feel our gentle crescent moon. Bring our hands through heart center. Shift the weight to the left foot and bring that right knee to the right. And this may be your tree. Maybe you bring that foot up higher and breathe into it. Bring your right foot down. Shift, pick up the left heel, bring it to the left, and come up into our tree on the other side. And yesterday was an amazing day. I think I saw 5 hawks and a brown eagle. So from our tree, we're going to bring our left foot back behind, bring our arms out in a T, and gently stretch forward into our soaring eagle. Breathing into it. Bringing the left foot down, bring that right foot back behind. Stretching out, feeling our soaring eagle. Toes are flexed, hips are level, arms are coming out, and the eagle's the symbol of the United States of America. And so the eagle stays in the practice. And bringing that foot back to center. Bringing our feet wide. Gently bringing ourselves down, coming into our ladybug pose. Wide leg squat. Bringing our fingers towards the body. Our kneeling lion, lion's breath roar. And one more great big lion's breath roar. Okay, that's our squatting lion. Bring our knees to the mat. Bring our hands up. Lion's breath roar. Bringing our hands back to the mat. Bring that right foot straight back. Now bring the toe to the mat and push back into the heel. Now arch our back like we're coming into cat. Bring the toe to the knee. And bring the knee back to the knee. Bring the left foot straight back. Bring the toe to the mat. Push back through the heel. Bring the knee to the chest. Bring the knee back next to the knee. So when we bring our knee to the chest and the toe next to the knee, this is tiger pose. Bringing the knee back down. Gently come back into rock. Bringing our head to the mat, the hands out in front. Gently walking the hands back up. Bringing the hips over to the left. Gently hinging into it. Coming all the way back through center. Bringing the feet to the right. Gently looking over to the left. Coming back to center. Bringing our feet out in front. Bending the knees. This one's for you, Ricky. Come on up. Let's feel our boat. And maybe you straighten those knees up, but we want to be up on our sit bones. And maybe your knees stay in tight. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I love you. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me tonight. Now, I'm going to grab my bolsters and my towel and my blanket. Some of you know my crazy orange towel. And I have these 2 smaller bolsters. And as we're setting up for our world prayer, let's set up, and we'll do something unusual for me. And let's start in Supta Baddha Konasana, supported Supta Baddha Konasana. So get your pillows, your bolster set up so that after our world prayer, we can gently bring our spine back to the bolster, and have that set up, and then we can lean back. And I like to use the second bolster to support my knees. You can put blocks under your knees. You can use a blanket instead of the bolster. Some people prefer to be straight down onto the earth. And I like to cover myself with a blanket. Today it did cool off just a little bit. So, explaining my world prayer very briefly. Many of you have been doing this with me. We've been doing this for at least 2 weeks now. Cindy, Nina helped me on the time frame here, and Ethel. And so what I do is I use my globe as a proxy or a symbol of the world, which it is. And then this is the Native American depiction of the earth with the people on the back of the turtle. And so keeping both here on top of my box that say love, peace, and joy, which raise the vibration. So one of the things that has me keeping the words very positive and so forth is, and our love sign, some of you made signs with me in class with your mantras. Happy, vitality is another good one. That I had you fold up and then put in your pocket to carry with you. Some people gave me their mantras when we did this in class. The first time I did this, I think, was sometime last summer. The whole idea is words, thoughts, prayers that raise the vibration of the earth. And for centuries and centuries and centuries, we had monasteries all over the world of priests and nuns and monks and people who dedicated their life to prayers. And some would chant, some would be quiet. And their prayers of sending out love and healing would help keep the vibration of the earth up. And so that's very important, to keep the vibration of the earth and each other elevated, because when our vibration is up, we do good and we're kind and we're loving. And so now these are challenging times where there's so much going on, to continue to keep our vibrations elevated. And so physical exercise, yoga, meditation, prayers, happy music, chanting mantras, all help raise the vibration of ourselves and the earth. And I'm also a Reiki master, so I'm sending out Reiki healing energy. You can hold your hands up and say, I'm sending out love, love, love. And envision a beautiful white healing light coming from your hands and sending out love. And maybe you're sending love to the whole world. Maybe you're choosing to pick your little corner of the world. Maybe you're just sending love across the room to the person who you're practicing with tonight. If you're practicing Reiki, hold the distance symbol in your head, connecting with where you would like the energy to go. Sending out love, beaming it out to the world, beaming it back and forth to each other. Let's take 2 minutes of silence. bringing my hands to heart center. I am grateful for. I am grateful for. And I am grateful for. I invite you to join me in 3 alms. I'm bringing the arms up overhead. So as we inhale, I'm pushing the world back into the light of the candle. The rose and the myrrh and the sage are there to raise the vibration when I'm not. I'm bringing the back of my tailbone up against the bolster. I'm using the second bolster to gently bring my feet together, and I'm going to take the little blanket, cover my legs and keep them warm, and then I'm using a little blanket, or you can use an eye pillow or a towel back behind my neck. Options to put a block on either side of your arms or allow them to come to the mat. And coming into this very restorative pose of Supta Baddha Konasana, breathing into it. Feel free to play whatever gentle music in the background that you wish. Maybe you choose some music without words. Gently bringing the knees in together, taking the bolster away from the bottom. And I brought this little towel tonight to use gently between my knees. I'm going to bring the big bolster or blanket or pillows to the mat, and I'm bringing my stomach to the bolster, and gently, maybe your cheek, you're looking in the same direction as your knees. Stomach is on the bolster. Maybe you turn the head the opposite way and get a big neck stretch, spinal twist. Maybe you hold with your head in the same direction as the knees. And again, you can cover yourself, and gentle thoughts, breathing in love, exhaling that which no longer serves us. Gently inhaling up, bringing the knees to the opposite side. So gently bringing yourself up and over, and unflipping so that I can see the clock as I bring the bolster to the other side. And so my knees, I have the blanket between them, that's an option. Hips come to the base of the bolster. Stomach comes down to the bolster. You can look the opposite direction or the same direction. Gently pushing ourselves up, changing the stretch from a twist to a side body, bringing the bolster long ways, bringing the rib cage to the side of the bolster. And maybe you take a pillow or a blanket for your head. So I'm taking my left arm through as if I'm threading the needle. And my rib cage is over the bolster as if I'm arching my spine in a crescent moon or a half moon. But instead of reaching my arm up and over, I'm gently bringing my head to this extra blanket. Gently, mindfully bringing ourselves up. Again, maybe you simply bring the knees over to the other side. I'm flipping because I want to be able to see the camera and the clock. So I'm bringing my pillow back to the other side, my spare blanket, bringing the knees around. Gently, maybe you use a block and a blanket, threading the needle with the right arm. I'm on my right rib cage, propping my head with a blanket, gently again feeling that side body arch, breathing into it. Breathe in love, let go of that which no longer serves you. All there is right here and now. Gently bringing ourselves up, one vertebrae at a time, bringing our legs straight out in front. Now, wide leg. Maybe you bring one bolster, maybe two bolsters, maybe bring the chair in front of you. We did that. I pulled the chair out last night to demonstrate bringing the legs wide. And then, again, maybe you bring your pillow, your towel, your blanket over your wide bolster. And gently hinge forward. Maybe you only need one bolster to find your edge. Maybe you choose to have another blanket as a pillow and hold your head. I like it, this pose, I like doing potato heads, potato hands. One potato, two potato, remember when we were kids? And gently maybe you do palms flat and your forehead. Gently inhaling up, bringing ourselves to our back. Actually, we didn't do this one last week. Let's do child's pose. So maybe with bringing the knees wide, bring the bolster in, come over the bolster. Maybe with child's pose, you choose to sit up on the block or the bolster. Maybe you choose to do it without the bolster because that's where you are normally and comfortably. And again, I'm bringing my head to one side. From here, walking our hands up. Now maybe you choose to use your bolster in a restorative bridge, and you can use that bolster under your hips and lift yourself up. Maybe you choose to use the bolster under your legs and lift yourself up with the blocks. And coming down onto the mat, I'm choosing to use a block tonight under my hips and a towel roll under my neck. Gently lifting up, bring the blocks along the hip line. You want this below so that you're only feeling the block on your hip bones, not on your spine. And again, maybe you cover yourself and you're covered up. Maybe you wish not to be covered so that you can feel the integrity of the pose. Breathing into it. So you can see where that block is. You can choose to use the bolster or a blanket in place of the block. That's more gentle. And again, continuing to breathe in love. Exhale anything that no longer serves you. Gently lowering yourselves back to the mat. Now, maybe you use the sofa. Simply bring your legs straight up for legs up the wall. I'm choosing to use my wall tonight for legs up the wall. And I'm gently moving everything out of the way. bringing this gentle pad over next to the wall and bringing my hips up. Maybe you use a blanket or a towel and cover your feet and make a cocoon, bringing the hips up against the wall. Gently bring the feet up, covering. Feeling our legs up the wall, breathing into it. This is such a restorative pose. 15 minutes a night or a day helps rejuvenate the body, slow the aging. Maybe sliding the soles of the feet together as you come down into this cobbler pose up against the wall. Maybe you hold with your feet straight up. bringing the soles of the feet, knees in together, stretching flat out onto the mat, coming into your Savasana pose. Maybe you hold with your legs up the wall. And as you stretch yourself out on the mat, maybe bringing a bolster under your knees, gently melting one vertebrae at a time. And feeling that beautiful healing white light coming in through the top of your crown and filling your whole body. And as you feel that white light coming in from the crown and gently going all the way through your body until you glow. I offer gentle Reiki energy. You can ask for it to pass you by, or you can ask for it to come to you. Gently deepening your breath, turning your head from left to right and right to left. Stretching the arms up overhead, bringing your knees into your chest, giving yourself a hug. Gently rolling over onto your right side, pausing and thanking yourself for your practice. Gently pushing ourselves up into an easy cross-legged position. Left hand at the belly button, the right hand up. Mudra to release what's less than love. Bringing our hands to heart center. I am grateful for. I am grateful for. And I am grateful for. May the light within me salute the light within you. And when we are at this place, we are all the same. Namaste. Be happy, safe, and healthy until we meet again. Getting my glasses. Marion, good to see you. Cindy, Ethel, Donna, Nina, Susan, awesome to see you. Sue, Dave, thank you all for coming out tonight. I'm glad that everyone is safe. I will be back tomorrow night at 7:20.